Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Thursday, December 18th, 2014. I'm Jeremy, talking about what you can do today to make tomorrow better. Third day of Hanukkah and 7 days till Christmas, which brings us to tip 6 in our 12-day countdown. Today is going to be another reminder, an important one that's going to be repetitive for all 365 days as it already has. Practice acts of kindness. Practice acts of kindness. It's so simple, and I know I've done exactly that, but I think this is one of the biggest ones. It should be number one, probably in the top 12 list, but I wanted to get that in there before so you can start thinking about it again. Since sometimes it's like a simple reminder. Like a week and a half ago, after a shoot in downtown LA, there was a Christmas tree hanging over a construction site. They're building a brand new courthouse. The new LA courthouse, due in like a year and a half from now, is being built. And they have a Christmas tree hanging by a crane over top of it. So at 1 a.m, finishing my shoot, I'm like, oh, let me fly my drone up there and get some cool shots circling around it. Well, all of a sudden, LA police helicopter starts going around, and I'm thinking, are they gonna tell me to bring it down? So I tried to get it back quickly and low. And when I took it low, it reduced my line of sight greatly, and I ended up clipping something, a wire or something, that I couldn't see it in the dark, and it just went crashing to the top of this construction site of the new courthouse. Needless to say, I couldn't get in there. 2 days later, I did. I went up there in the morning, 5 a.m. when they opened up, talked to some of the construction guys. They ended up finding the body of the drone, but the camera, the battery, the gimbal on the drone, all lost or broken. And I said, hey, well, if the camera or battery or anything shows up, please give me a call. So out of the blue yesterday or 2 days ago, I get a call from the guy, Jerry, and they had found the battery. And he said the light came on, so he thought it would still work even though it was like cracked. And so I went there today to pick it up. You can see it does have some cracks right there. I put a little bit of tape, but the entry point, everything works, still lights up. Just a phone call to let me know. It's a $130 battery plus tax. It's not cheap, so that saved me a pretty penny. So as I go up, I didn't sleep. I'm editing all night. At 5 a.m. I went to drive down there to meet him and to pick it up. And I was like, I've got it. That's at least worth $20. Those the last $20 in my wallet. I'm like, he at least deserves that. But it would have been easy to have been like, to not even think about that and just keep it, because it seems like such a simple idea. But I always try to award somebody something if they just do the simple things, because a lot of people don't even take that simple step of just making a phone call. If they find something like that, they'll either keep it and try to sell it or not care or whatever, be like, oh, it must be broken. It's so easy to be lazy in situations like that. But he didn't. He called me, even though it had been a week and I completely lost any hope of getting anything back. And so I went to give him $20, and just offering him that money is the biggest deal, because he vehemently wouldn't accept. I kept trying. Come on, man, just get yourself a drink, man. Like, seriously. He would not take it to the point where he finally said, no, man, seriously, Merry Christmas, man. It's my pleasure. And you know what? Had I not even offered, he wouldn't have been able to make that gesture, And sometimes just showing your appreciation by offering something, obviously be prepared to give it, because, it's a $130 battery. For me, $20 is nothing. Even though that was my breakfast money, but whatever. Like, I got the battery, so it's more than worth it if it works. I still haven't. The light comes on. I haven't tested it in the drone yet. Fingers crossed. But the point was, it realized, like, man, had I not even offered it, had I just expected that to be a good deed, because that's what I would do, and I wouldn't accept money either, I wouldn't have given him the privilege of affirming that it was a good deed. And I read an interesting fact that I never knew, that you doing an act of kindness produces serotonin in the brain. The same chemical that gets released when you work out, when you exercise, when you do stuff like that. The same chemical that our body produces that is more powerful than any drug that you could ever take to help with depression or anxiety or stress, our body is already equipped to fight that stuff. You just have to be willing to make the sacrifices to let your body produce those things that it needs to feel better. If that means getting up and exercising, this is a little bit off topic, but then you got to do that. But the fact that an act of kindness does that, if that's not incentive to be more kind, I don't know what is, especially this time of year. An act of kindness releases serotonin in the brain, and that in turn reduces your stress and makes you feel better and gives you that euphoric feeling that you get from working out. Man, I'd be Santa Claus all year long if it was that easy. But it just, the point remains, acts of kindness, that is a key to your own happiness. I mean, it's just, without even explaining it, breaking it down, you know how you feel when you do something nice for somebody else without any expectation of anything in return. It just feels good. Making somebody else smile feels good. So go out and make somebody smile today. Make somebody happy, and you'll see how much happiness you get in return. I know I've done that before, but like I said with a couple other things, I'm going to keep saying it. That's tip 6 on our countdown till Christmas. Hope you're having a great week and excited for the weekend. And tomorrow, 1 week till Christmas. Yikes. All right. See you tomorrow.